Hello and welcome to Stamped by Stone. Thank you for joining me. One of my favorite close to my heart products are thin cuts. This is my entire album of thin cuts where I've kept all of the ones that I have purchased and they're easy for me to track. The latest ones in the catalog happen to be a big thank you and it's your day. I've had a blast making some of these cards, so here's just a few examples before I take you through what you would do. So big thank you, big thank you. Some of this is older product, some of it's newer product, right? You can see sometimes I use the background and texture in the back, sometimes I use it in the front, sometimes I mix it up. Okay, so that's an example. So what I recommend you do, you use our cards, and if you wanted to do the base, I'd make the base 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I would also pre-cut the color or the background and texture that is going to go with the thin cut, and I would make that 4 by 5 1/4. So you take it, you put it on top. Now in this case I'm using a Sizzix. You can use a Cuttlebug just as well. I have a magnetic platform underneath, so I put this on, I put the top layer on and make sure that it's going to be straight. Move this down just a little bit. You can hear my dog in the background running around playing, just kind of ignore him. Then you send it through. You will hear a bit of a crunching sound, and that is okay because that's just sending it through, and your plates, as you do with everything, will make that noise. Okay, when you pull it out, you're just going to poke all of the pieces out. Okay, and I often use the poking tool that comes from close to my heart, and you will be able to lift it right out. I just love it how it all stays together, and it's so pretty and scripty. Okay, I set that aside, and then you can see when I layer it, you have that beautiful background as well as the beautiful thin cut on top. Okay, I can add various things. I like to add some bling of some kind. Sometimes I write on it. It all just depends. This time I might put the 4 dots around the corner. I've used saffron and I've used Documented as my paper pack, and that is available until August 31st, 2018. I will also use the Close to My Heart Dual Action Glue Pen to glue this down. I'll put it on my Versamat so that I'm able to put a lot of liquid on that. You could also use glue dots. There's various things that you could use. This has been very successful. I also like to use the clear block after I glue it down, and I just leave it there for about an hour, and then it's fine to be used. And you can see I've made these, some of these are weeks old, some of these are days old, some I just made yesterday. You can see how they're still all there. Oh. Thank you for joining me, and if you have any questions, you can contact me through my website, www.stampedbystone.closetomyheart.ca, or you can find me on Facebook, Stamped by Stone. I'm also on Instagram, Stamped by Stone. Thanks again for joining me, and thanks to my daughter Claire for videotaping. Have a great day. All right, I just wanted to show you how I finished off that card. I set it for maybe a half an hour, and then the glue was dry. I've added these stargazer dots, the yellow color from here, and that just added just a little bit more detail to the card itself. And I love the Documented in the back. I love the thin cut itself. So if this is something that you're interested in, you want a Cuttlebug, a Sizzix, some kind of cutting tool like that, this was the product for you. Have a great day.